It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken, but won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I've asked for, but sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I've asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who'd get hurt, but who learned how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she gets stuck and she's scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight back just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. She used to be mine. She used to be mine. Oh, she used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Oh my God, it has teeth! Hey boy, get the trash out!
Can I do it in the morning?
It's set tonight!
on your head. On your head.
There was a time our happiness seemed never ending. I was so sure that where we were headed was right. Life was a road so certain and straight and unbending. Our little road with never a crossroad in sight. Back in the days when we spoke in civilized voices, women in white and sturdy young men at the oar. Back in the days when I let you make all my choices. We can never go back to before. There was a time my feet were so solidly planted. You'd sail away while I turned my back to the sea. I was content, a princess asleep and enchanted. If I had dreams, then I let you dream them for me. Back in the days when everything seemed so much clearer, women in white who knew what their lives held in store. Where are they now, those women who stared from a mirror? We can never go back to before. There are people out there afraid of revealing that they might have a feeling, or they might have been wrong. There are people out there unafraid to feel sorrow, unafraid of tomorrow, unafraid to be weak, unafraid to be strong. There was a time when you were the person in motion. I was your wife, it never occurred to want you. You were my sky, my moon, and my stars and my ocean. We can never go back to before. We can never go back.
on. Ah! Ah! What the heck? This isn't real.
Can this be the evening? Can this be the place? Am I only dreaming? Looking at her face, everything I wanted, suddenly so clear. My past and my future so.
Next to me, this frightened girl, holding tight as the dancers whirl. Keep your nerve and see this through. It's what we've come to do.
That girl, could it be? Don't be ridiculous. I refuse to dream. I refuse to go. I must stop believing I could ever find her.
She's here at hand. You and here I stand, my heart and mind at war. The times must change, the world must change, and love is not what revolution's for. Someone holds her safe and more, someone rescues her from the storm. Simple things, but one is clear, it's fate that brought us here.
The finest and driest champagne, Your Majesty.
Fentanyl, an extremely powerful drug, has had a major influence in the US since the 1960s. This opioid is typically only acquired through medical prescriptions. However, more widespread public access and overall abuse of the drug are what has made fentanyl play such a prominent part in the over 100,000 drug overdose deaths in 2021.
It's at least one of the top 3 drugs that was ever manufactured. For what it is used for medically, it is like a godsend. If you have family members who are dying from stage 3 cancer, that will give them the ability to kind of function up until they pass away.
According to the CDC, fentanyl is prescribed in the form of transdermal patches or lozenges and can be diverted for misuse and abuse in the United States. In April 2022, the American Medical Association released an article stating that in the past decade, our nation has a 44.4% decrease in opioid prescriptions. At the same time, however, our country continues to face a worsening drug overdose epidemic.
Illicit fentanyl is primarily produced in Mexico. There's very little of it, if any, produced here in the United States that's outside of medicinal uses. The illicit fentanyl, the fentanyl that's trafficked across the U.S.-Mexico border. There was some produced in China that would make its way through the corridors of Mexico and up into the United States. Now the precursor chemicals are generally made in China, India, and brought into Mexico. Now it's being manufactured closer to the border. It's trafficked across and then distributed out throughout the United States.
According to the DEA, fentanyl is about 100 times more potent than morphine. It was introduced into medical practices as sublimes in the 1960s, and abuse of fentanyl initially appeared in the mid-1970s and has increased in recent years. Just as recently as 2021, the Cathedral Catholic High School community failed to escape fentanyl's lethal grasp, as they suffered the loss of Connor White to an accidental fentanyl overdose. This tragic student casualty had a wide variety of impacts on the tightly knit CCHS family.
La Belle, France.
It looks like Russia.
Except Russia's more beautiful.
France looks nothing like Russia. It looks like France. Russia is not the world. Open your hearts and your minds to all of this. Learn something. I'm getting emotional. The last time I was in Paris, I was a young man, and my waist was like this.
Why have we stopped here? I'm going to ask the driver what's wrong.
Look at her, rattling off with him in French. We've taught her well. Don't be surprised if we get away with this, Vlad.
She'll break your heart, Dmitri.
Oh, what do you know about anything?
If they accept her as the Princess Anastasia, you'll never see her again.
And as usual, you don't know what you're talking about.
This is as far as it goes, but we're almost there. From the top of the hill, he says you can just see Paris.
Are you ready to be astonished?
We made it!
Even when I was mad at you, I never doubted your word. Thank you, Dimitri.
Think fly.
I can see the Eiffel Tower. It's true, it's really there.
Anya! Come see! Anya!
Anya!
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide, I'll be safe and wanted. Finally home where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the There was once a time I must have had them too. Family, I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future.